Guys, I'm so excited for this review. I've been waiting for like 2 years.
Yeah, this movie's old.
This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Stick around to the end of this video for a special announcement from me, because this is actually a really big deal. And here we go. It follows.
I feel very lightheaded.
Yeah, you should.
Whoa. I actually feel really lightheaded.
Oh, Raceway Park.
What exactly is supposed to be following you?
I don't know.
Something happened. It's not what she thinks, okay?
You don't believe me. Okay.
So, like I said, I've been waiting to review this movie for like 2 years, and I've been waiting to keep watching.
Like a year and a half.
What happened?
It has been 2 years, hasn't it?
What, since we started, or since? Because I started this channel at the beginning of last year.
No, when this movie came out.
It came out beginning of 2015.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
I really just wanted to. I'll wear them. Okay. So I really wanted to wait to review this until he watched it, and now he did. And so yeah, It Follows is directed by David Robert Mitchell, and it stars Micah Monroe, and it tells the story of a bunch of kids who were dealing with some, some STD problems, I guess.
Some sex problems.
Some sex problems. And I really don't want to say any more than that if you haven't seen this movie, because to say anything is really disingenuous, because this movie is fucking incredible. And yeah, I love it so much. And it's seriously not only my favorite horror movie of all time, but one of my favorite films of all time. And it's pretty much inspired everything I've done since it came out, and I really like talking about it. So I'm going to ask you, now that you've seen it, what did you think of it?
Me?
Yes.
It was good. No, no, it took me by surprise how much I liked it. Everything, just the feel, the score.
I knew you'd like it, dude. It's like,
I'm a Carpenter fanboy, so you knew I was gonna like it.
It's the best John Carpenter movie not directed by John Carpenter.
It just had an overall feeling of just uneasiness throughout the whole movie. I can't describe it. It was just like, ooh.
So this movie is specifically designed to feel like a nightmare, and he does such a good job, and he does so many things that are really off-putting throughout the entire film, and this is why I asked you what year it takes place in. Mo, what year does it take place in?
Look, I saw...
The answer is yes.
Comment below!
The answer is yes. It doesn't really have any set
I
year.
saw cars from the 90s, I saw cars from the 70s, I saw TV sets from the 70s.
From the 50s. And everything you're always watching is always just black and white monster flicks.
I saw a shell that communicated words on a screen.
That's a shell phone. That's mine.
It's a Shell e-reader.
It's a shell phone.
I'm old.
Yeah, the thing is, he really specifically, Mitchell meticulously crafted every single second of this film to be really off-putting and really uncomfortable, and the whole movie is created to feel like a nightmare, because it's based on a nightmare. You're not looking at the camera, you're looking at
No,
me.
beforehand.
Oh.
I was looking at
Yeah, it's specifically made to feel like a dream, and the entire film operates on dream logic. There is no time period this movie's set in. There's no, and because of that, as a result of, having shit from the future and from the past and from everywhere, it gives the movie a timeless feel. This movie can never be dated because there is no date to it. There's also no seasons throughout the movie. Like, what time of year does this movie take place?
Detroit.
I'm also intrigued by it being Detroit and they go to the ocean.
Water.
Well, I think it's the lake.
Don't
I think it's the
drink
lake.
the goddamn-
No, isn't the beginning scene an ocean though?
Well, it's a beach. I don't know if it's a. If it's
I always thought that was like. I thought that was the point. Like she went to an ocean because it couldn't sneak up behind her.
It very well could be. I don't even know, because like, every time I see this movie, and I've seen this movie somewhere upwards of 20 times now, shit still hits me, and like I'm like, oh my god, that's what, like, the seasons thing. It looks like fall, but she's swimming, and some of them are wearing, bathing suits and like crop tops and really short clothes, and then other people are wearing winter clothes and like heavy jackets in the middle of what looks like the summer. There's no time period for this movie, and there's just so much symbolism, and there's a reason for all of that, and I'll detail that to you guys when we get further into discussion. What did you've seen this movie before?
Yeah, I've seen it. I think this is the third time I've seen it, and every time I've seen it, I've noticed like something you were saying, like something different. Like it gets, it ages well. Like it gets better every time you watch it, and it really does. Just it's not even scary per se. It's just
uncomfortable.
It's very unsettling.
I sit there like crawling out of my skin as I watch it, and it's like
good cheese.
Okay,
it's better.
Yes, Tom, your turn. Oh wait,
Well,
mine.
I am Tom Oshinsky.
Yeah, you're Tom Oshinsky. What did you think of this movie?
I think this movie's fantastic. Like, this was my second time seeing it, and I just love that it forces you to pay attention to the background.
Oh yeah.
So there's a scene happening here, but you're watching behind them because you're like, where the fuck is it?
Well, it puts you in there.
Paranoid.
It puts you in their mindset.
I literally, after first seeing this, I walked around like, watching my back for like a week.
It fucks with you, and like it really, because everybody's had that nightmare, I think, where you're being followed by something.
I mean, isn't that some of the details were different? But
but it's like it's something that everyone can relate to. It's something that everyone can relate to, and I love that about this because like, there's no person who hasn't had that sort of fear.
As someone who's had to put a restraining order against someone, very unsettling.
Exactly. I mean, it's like it's almost primal, I think, in a weird way. Like the level it gets you, it hits you at a really deep level that you sometimes don't even know you have. Like I've never been like, I've never had to like walk around looking over my shoulder. But after like I saw this in the theaters, and then like walking back to my car, I was kind of like, oh my god, like what the? It's really uncomfortable, especially if you're like walking on a city street and it's nighttime and there's not really many people around. It's just really uncomfortable, and I love it. It's just so cool, and they really do such a great job at making this movie not really make sense. And it's not supposed to fully. I mean, all the information you get on it is like third-hand info too. So it's like even the info you are getting may or may not be true. Mm-hmm. Like even when he's like, "Oh, it's always walking," and then you see it later and it's not walking, and it's like it's there's a lot of points when like things don't fully add up and it's inconsistent, but it's supposed to be. And I see a lot of people complain about that, and I don't think that's really fair because it's meant to be inconsistent.
Not to mention, like we were talking about while we were watching it, not to mention all the questions you have about it.
Oh yeah.
I just want to list off all the questions we have at the end of this.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll get to that. So I really want to like. I have no dislikes about this movie at all. Honestly, like 20 times.
I can't think of any either.
Had never thought of a single thing I didn't like about this movie. Also, the score is amazing. The guy's name is Disaster Piece. He was a video game composer, and he does an amazing job, and it reminds me of John Carpenter, just like this whole movie reminds me of John Carpenter movie. It's like it's really inspired by Halloween, and it's really, really cool, and I love it so much. Hey, what does it all mean?
Oh yeah, this is what you were gonna get into.
Oh, I was gonna go. Well, I just want your thoughts first. Like, what does it represent? If you say STDs, I'm gonna throw a fucking bottle at you.
Just regret.
No regrets.
Well, no, I feel like it has to do something related to that because it's like after you bang someone and then you're getting followed. It's like I feel like there's like definitely some sort of deeper meaning there.
There is.
Yeah, there's like that. What's the monkey on your back? Like there's the thing that's like bothering you.
The elephant in the room.
So here is my interpretation, and
some sort of animal.
This is pretty much. I'm like 90% sure this is what it's supposed to be.
Lay it on the table.
It is the physical representation of mortality, and how basically sex is the window into adulthood. It's like the first real adult independent act, or can be rather, and in doing so, you are, once you are becoming an adult, you're forced to face your own mortality and the fact that you are going to die, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And you can do things to, take your mind off of it, like having human interactions, and sex is a good example of human interaction and human connection. But ultimately, you are still going to die. The clock is ticking no matter what, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You can put it off, but you can't. At the end, by the time, the end of the film, spoilers, when her and the kid, they fuck, and then it might be following them at the end, maybe, you're not really sure. It doesn't matter if it is, because they're not looking over their shoulders at the end. They're just kind of, walking hand in hand happy. Hi.
Can I just add, I know we didn't really have a negative section, but like the awkward, like friend zone jealousy thing I thought was really stupid.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Like, I feel
it's
like it wasn't
cliche.
really necessary.
It's cliche, but I mean, in a film like this, I was able to accept it because it's a film that's so centered on sex and
Like,
relationships.
You banged him before me, man.
Well, yeah, he's a little bitch. Paul's a little
Men.
bitch, but like, it's still a good movie.
If you bang someone, they're gonna die, but you chose to bang him and let him die before me. What the fuck? Like,
Well, that's the other thing. It's like when she goes to the water and she sees the boat of 3 dudes.
that was a gangbang.
Did she fuck them? Did she not?
I'm telling you, it was a gangbang.
Does it matter though? Because
I guess they all died because it
that's
still came for her.
If it's a film about the inevitability of death, it doesn't even matter if she did or didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, she's still gonna die at some point, and I think that's fucking awesome. And this movie's so good, and I love it. And there's so much like deeper meaning on every single level, and I can talk about it for hours. I'm not going to because I have limited battery life. But
No, wait, can you talk about you said the imagery, the symbolism of
oh,
the pool?
Yeah.
So the pool. I'm like. I actually do like think about this movie a lot, and I'm pretty sure the pool is supposed to be like represent like more like innocence and like safety and security. Because like the beginning of the movie, the pool's all clean and nice, and she's floating in it and happy. And then toward the middle, you see it again. It's starting to get all dirty and gross. And then by the time the possible gangbang happens, the pool's
broken.
destroyed, and there's no water left in it, and it's just fucking like empty.
There's a whole
and-
like wall missing.
yeah, the whole, like it's collapsed and there's no water left, and I think water is a really big part of the movie in terms of like innocence. Innocence and like safety. I think is really what it comes down to. Hey, what's up? Did you want to read it? Is that what you're
No,
doing?
I was just holding.
Oh, okay.
I was agreeing with you.
Oh, I mean, no, that's how I see it. I don't know if you guys agree or
I
disagree.
feel like that makes sense with
That
the
makes
pool
sense.
thing.
Yeah, that's
Plus, I guess the big pool scene,
yeah.
Yeah.
that also kind of shows that like innocence, and that does not defeat the inevitable. If your theory applies, like innocence does not.
Defeat the inevitability of
Yeah, you can be innocent. You're still gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's cheery.
And that's the other thing too is like
I know.
the what's her face, the friend with the e-reader,
The shell phone?
Yeah, the shell phone. She's the book she's reading throughout the whole movie is the Idiot, which is a fucking I think it's an existentialist. Like it's a
Existentialist or nihilist?
it actually might be nihilist. It might be nihilist. I don't know. I gotta look into it, but it's one or the other. But it actually might be nihilist, and it's that like it really just lends more to the whole like point of the movie that like hey, you're gonna die, enjoy life or don't, but you're gonna die either way. Genre masterpiece.
What genre would this be considered?
Horror.
Is it just horror? or
Just
is it
horror.
like-
I'd consider it just a horror movie. Yeah, genre masterpiece. 10 out of 10. A plus. I don't think it really matters what I say. It's a fucking perfect film in my opinion. It's one of my favorite films of all time.
Well, I don't really feel like I'm qualified to declare anything a masterpiece, so I would say it's a must-see.
I'm gonna put my
Absolutely a must-see. I think it's fantastic.
Man, I will
Must-see.
break your fucking neck.
Oh, I said it was also a must see. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, definitely must-see. It's
If this
so
was-
good.
I
If
also
this was
don't
a-
feel qualified to declare it a masterpiece.
If this was a fruit, I'd fairly say blueberry.
You like blueberries? I do not.
Not my favorite fruit,
I'm not a fan of blueberries.
but I like
What's your
blueberries.
favorite
raspberries. Yeah.
Watermelon. If I rate something as a watermelon,
You start using fruit ratings.
That should just be...
Change our rating system in 2018. So real quick, let's list off all the questions we had that we were like,
Alright,
this is the thing that's passed through sex. What qualifies as sex in this
exactly.
movie?
We're like, what qualifies as it happen? Do people need to orgasm
Beep.
for it to count?
kids turn away.
Yeah, do they need to
Do they need to
orgasm?
orgasm? Does it need to be vaginal sex?
Is it-
What if it's two women?
Is
What
it
if it's
only
an
mission?
orgy?
Does only missionary?
What if it's with an animal?
Yeah.
Come on.
What if it's an orgy? What if it's what if?
Does it qualify butt stuff?
Yeah, I mean, what if it's just oral? Like, there's so many.
I just want to know if it's a gangbang, who gets knocked off first.
Everybody, all at once. I don't know. Honestly, there's so many questions, and I hope they never make a sequel to answer them.
But I really
But-
want to like ask the person who wrote this. Like,
Yeah.
clarify. Put paper on my
Does
face.
it count if you didn't see the nipple?
What if it's too small?
What if you're wearing a condom?
So many questions.
It's a really
Yeah.
Those are really good questions, and I don't know the answers, and I hope they never make a sequel to answer them. Yeah, so that's really
Stay at the. Macy's.
Oh wait.
So I'm gonna take this opportunity real quick to let you guys know something.
There's a reason we have champagne on the table.
And helium balloons.
No, I mean,
Empty champagne.
ignore the champagne.
There's a reason why
we have a paper on the table.
There's a cake.
why we have a Boston
Please
cream
be
cake.
careful. It's because
There's
I
a
bought it for
reason-
him, and
there's
then
a
he didn't
reason
eat it,
why
and he brought it back to
Tom
me.
is in women's clothing.
That is, yeah.
And it's not a Friday night.
So
There's a reason why we
Okay.
have a Boston cream
Let me-
cake.
let me
that I
announce
went
before
out
I batter
on
you
my
guys. Let me
own
make the
to
announcement.
buy to celebrate.
he brought back the cake I bought him for his promotion. So here is the deal, guys. I know I haven't been uploading as much lately, and there's a reason for that, and it's because I've been very, very busy, and I got, hashtag blessed. I'm pregnant with a tiny baby boy.
Dead gay son.
Tiny, what?
Dead gay
I
son.
love my dead gay son.
I love my dead gay son. Yeah, so I was recently, really lucky and got funding to make a movie that I wrote. Guys, stop.
Wow.
Wow.
So
yeah.
as of the end of this month, probably by the time this review goes up, I will be filming and hard at work doing that through September. So I'm gonna be away for a while. I will do my best to review it if I can. I really want to be
Review
able,
what?
If I can, I really want to be able to, and if I can do that, I really would like to do that. But I can't guarantee it, and I
can't
hope you guys
guarantee it.
understand, and I really appreciate all of your support and your, enjoyment of this channel, and I promise I will be back as soon as we wrap.
Actually, we're gonna be back because we're gonna be reviewing your movie.
Once it's done, yeah. But I mean, I'll be back before then, so.
I'm excited.
October, guys, I will be back.
Flash forward to reviewing your movie. Let's see, what do we rate this? What would be appropriate?
What would be below Garbage
Three
Fire?
steps below Garbage Fire.
No, it's gonna be.
I'm
a
literally
genre
in hell.
masterpiece.
I shit my pants at a job interview.
Be ready
That's
for a
not
genre
that's what your movie
masterpiece,
was.
everybody.
So yeah, that's the deal, guys. I'm gonna be away for the end of August through September and doing some fun movie stuff, and I will do my best to keep y'all updated and let y'all know when I'm back. And I'll
So do
be
me a
posting.
favor and wish Lee good luck in the comments.
You don't have to,
You really do.
Yes, you do.
I'll find each and
Do
every
it.
goddamn one of you
Absolutely.
motherfuckers.
guys. Thank you again so much for your continued support for the last year and a half, getting us 2,000 subscribers. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. And I hope you continue to stick with us and get us to 2,000, please. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and click down there and like, comment, and subscribe, and leave recommendations for what you want me to review when I come back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
See you then, dudes.
Wow.